Hey, hey,
Hey, hey,
sis.
hey.
All right, so everybody, I'm Sylvia Davis, and we have my sisters, Leslie, Lucretia, and Gina. And so, what we are going to be talking about today, we like to talk about stuff that's trending, things that have gone viral or gotten people's attentions, and we're just going to talk about those things right now. So, one thing that has gone viral is this woman she's in Paris, and she's talking about how she found this weird thing that they do over there where they put butter on their bread to make sandwiches. So I'm going to play the video real quick and then come back and we're going to talk about it. But I want to share the video with you guys, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I'm making sandwiches for my boyfriend and I because we're going on a hike tomorrow. And as I'm doing this, it occurred to me that French people do something very weird with sandwiches that I think you guys would find strange. So I wanted to share it with you. This is butter. So obviously I have an entire half a baguette, obviously. And what they do, it's like a classic sandwich. It's ham, cheese, and butter. Literally, just swab it on. No mayonnaise, no mustard, just butter. And listen, I know you might be thinking that sounds gross. It's actually so good. Is it healthy? No, of course not. Look at all that. So I'm gonna butter these babies up, and then I just put Emmental cheese and jambon de pays, so ham. And that's what we eat. That's what we eat over here. Butter sandwiches with ham and cheese.
Okay. First off, real quick, I'm gonna talk about how every time she threw that bread on the on the cutting board. Did y'all catch that too? She was buttering the bread and then she just dropped it right on the cutting board. Did y'all notice? Could you hear it when she dropped it?
It was a back end. It was a back end.
That might sound like a brick every time she hits. She like, and you just throw the bread on, and you just throw the butter on it. I'm like, that's some hard. You must got some strong teeth, but
So butter on a baguette is a trending topic.
it is.
Okay.
But you know what? You know what I
In
did not.
Paris?
You know what I did not share with you guys? Hold on.
But
I'm gonna share my screen again. We're gonna look at a couple of the comments real quick.
oh,
And then I think you'll understand why it's trending. So can you see the screen?
yes.
Not really.
Look at some of the comments. The
Maybe read them.
USA, oh, you can't see the comments?
You have to
It's
zoom
The
in.
US,
That's
it's
small.
okay.
small.
The USA is another world. I think normal, that's a normal sandwich everywhere. How on earth is that strange? Everyone that isn't from America eats a sandwich baguette like that. How is that crazy? It's the most simple, basic sandwich. Genuinely baffles me that anyone could eat a sandwich without butter. So,
Are these
I'm gonna make a
people in
sandwich
Paris
tomorrow
that are
with
making this
butter.
comment?
okay. What, Gina?
I said, are these people in Paris that's making these comments or people that in the States?
In these people that are making these comments are from everywhere but here in America, it sounds like. Because I saw people in Canada, people in Sweden, people just everywhere else. And it's sounding like we're the weird ones in America for not doing this.
Okay. So
Well, let
tomorrow
me
I'm
ask you.
going to the local grocery store and I'm going to make me a sandwich and I'm
With
going to
butter.
put some butter on it. But
So, have you guys never
but
had?
wait,
Hold on, Cree, hold
I'm
on.
going to melt my butter
Right.
and
Right. And maybe
toast
toast
it
it with the
sandwich.
butter.
That's what I mean. That's what I would do.
Well, that's my question. Have
What
you
got
guys
me was she said it was unhealthy. Go ahead, Cree.
have you guys never had a sandwich with butter on it? Like for real?
Melt it.
Not
I've never
like that.
put butter on my sandwich, but I'm sure I've had it buttered bread with the
Right.
sandwich.
I've had butter on bread with the sandwich, like cheese. I've had that.
But you've done it
I
that
mean,
way. You've gone out and gotten butter out the fridge and rubbed it on your bread.
like
Not like
mayonnaise.
how she's doing it, and I haven't had
Right.
that not like that, but yeah. I've
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I've been in the restaurant. and they had the butter right there in the roll. And I took the butter and I put it on the roll. And I happened to have some meat on my plate too. I ate the bread and then I chomped on the meat. That's about as close as I got.
That's
I
about as
mean-
close as I've gotten too. That's
Well,
about as close as I've gotten. I can't see myself taking slabs of butter and putting it on the, and you saw there was like, I'm sure there were times where you would bite into that sandwich and you would get a chunk of butter, and I
Well, she
can't.
didn't do it right, probably. She didn't spread it evenly as she
she
should.
probably melts it with the cheese. But
The melted
but see,
cheese.
that's the different. She probably melts it with the cheese on it because she says ham and cheese. But the thing of it, you guys, I don't like mayonnaise, so that might be the difference for me because I normally don't eat my sandwiches with mayonnaise. So I have
And
had a
that's the
sandwich.
other thing. She said it's probably not healthy, and I'm thinking it's probably healthier than the alternative of mayonnaise.
Yeah. Well, if you do keto, the butter is healthy. It's something. It's the fat you should have.
Right.
I put butter in my coffee and drink it.
Ew.
What?
Look
Is
at
Now
that
that's what we need to be talking about. What the hell?
Yeah, tell
What?
me more about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you can
You
put
done
butter
messed
in
up.
your coffee. I generally do coconut oil, but you can put butter in your coffee or ghee butter in your coffee.
Is it
Mhm.
real butter? Like the butter, like
Mhm. Kerrygold is my
Wow.
favorite. Hmm.
Why are you because you're depriving yourself from keto? You got to do something. Like why?
It's getting the fat into your diet. It's getting the fat that you need.
So when you drink your coffee,
No.
do you get those? You get those like little fat bubbles?
Oil
things
pockets,
that- yeah.
the little oil pocket. I stir it
Yeah.
real well and put a lot of heavy cream in there.
she
You know
just
what?
flipped
I
the
know
script.
Leslie, the only person who could drink her coffee and know her lips won't be ashy.
The coconut oil,
When you-
like I said, your
when you-
skin looks
yep.
great, sis, so maybe that's something.
You know what? You know what I mean? Sylvia, when you're here next month, I'll hook you up.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
I've
mm-mm,
never
no.
heard
You
anybody
won't
say
even.
coffee, skip the butter. Never heard it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never.
Yep. Nope. I'll have to send y'all the articles. Hey,
Go to Starbucks and order it like that.
No, you just gotta bring your own. Gotta bring your own butter.
Do you
Bring your own oil.
do you like take the butter and just let it melt in your coffee, or do
Mhm.
you like
When
already
it's
have the butter
brewing, I just-
melted and pour it in your
No,
coffee?
you can put a little piece of butter in there and let the coffee brew and it just melts. And you know me, I heat my heavy cream and everything up, and you know my little barista back here. So
And you do it for the healthy fats, not because it adds a lick of flavor, right? It doesn't do anything
Correct.
for okay.
correct. Some people like the flavor. I got used to it, but I generally do coconut oil. I don't.
You know what though? I got your back because I understand the whole keto thing and needing the healthy
Mhm.
fats, because when I'm making like a protein smoothie, I may take like a tablespoon of olive oil and put it
Mhm.
into my smoothie before I blend it. But
Right.
I can't taste it.
Right.
So
Me
that
and Cree have the same face right now.
I can't fix my face. Like it's
Me
hard.
Krisha,
Because
we've
you're looking at me.
Krisha, we've always told you can't fix your face.
I really can't right now.
You
So,
walked all up into that one. I
Look.
don't
Ooh, burn.
even-
You got
Got
molded.
Yeah,
no, back-
but no.
I just back to what Leslie said about the bread and butter. When I initially saw it, I said so. I don't understand. The things that go viral and people talk about, I don't get it. I don't care. Like, okay, it's butter and bread.
There's
It's
so
not how we
many
do it,
other
but-
things going on in the world,
Yeah,
and we're
it's
talking
not
about
how we
some
do
butter
it
on some
typically,
bread.
but
You know what though? I'm actually, when people got time to talk about stuff like this, maybe they aren't focusing on the
Yeah.
worst thing in the world.
All
So
the horrible stuff. That's true.
yeah, so
That's true.
I'm good with talking about, but it's more how we are just getting clowned by other
Other
countries.
countries.
Yeah, I'm like, we're the only ones that do not see this as normal, and I'm like, what's wrong with us?
Mhm.
What I'm
So
wondering.
should
there
we
anything wrong with us?
should we all go to the store tomorrow? Of course, it's not keto because I generally don't eat bread, but I'll make an exception. Ooh, bread. Go to the store tomorrow and get us a sandwich
You pushing a little
and throw
hard for
some
this,
butter
ain't you,
on it.
Les?
I
She,
am.
she
You
wants the
saying?
bread. She
I
wants
had
the
no bread
bread.
in a minute, y'all.
I'm for it.
She's
do
gonna
it.
make
I
the
mean, I-
sacrifice.
And try it.
And
And
nothing
So
try
else.
it.
Just
we're gonna
butter,
try
nothing
that.
else.
Just go to the store, get some bread, slap some butter on it, and put
Mhm.
some ham and some cheese and
Or
No,
turkey.
no ham. I'm going with some turkey or some chicken, with some meat. No
Okay.
ham.
But
Yeah,
but
you
I
tried
think
me.
you have to melt the butter and the cheese.
She
No,
did
no,
not
no,
melt
no.
the butter.
No, no, no.
She did
No,
not
you
melt
can't
it.
Wait,
melt
we have
it.
to what, Cree?
Say what?
What'd you say? We have to what the butter?
See, I think you're picking at me.
No, no. Say it
I
again.
hear it. I hear it.
Say
I
it
already
clearly.
know.
Say it.
We have to what?
No, I won't.
She
Jasmine told me earlier today, she said, Mommy, I don't think you said, I think that I get this from you. You don't say your vows. And she goes, I don't either. So I think that's what
Yeah.
you're doing right now.
so to answer the question, no, Krisha, you cannot melt the butter.
Well,
just have
that's what I'm going to do because I'm not eating it.
That you didn't defeat the whole
So
purpose of the
challenge not
experiment.
accepted. Right.
Exactly.
But that's what? How do you not do that? You have to.
I'm giving a piece
No,
of
that's what they're
sourdough bread.
I'm going to watch the video again because I'm pretty sure she does her cheese and her butter.
You heard her. You
No.
heard her toss the bread on the cutting board, and went to the next one. She's not. There's no toaster oven involved. She's
Yeah.
not.
She
There's
hasn't
no
finished
melting of
putting
the
the
butter.
sandwich together. I'm sure of it.
I don't think it gets melted.
No. I don't
don't
think she
think it
melts it. I think
melted.
that's the whole gist of it. She does not melt the butter. You just put it on like
Because
it's
if
a
they
condiment.
melted it, it'd be a lot closer to what we do
Cheese
over
toast.
here.
Right.
That's
Did you say
I'm
what?
like,
Looking forward to eating clumps of butter. I'm just not.
Well,
no,
don't
that's
clump
not.
it.
That's not what we're.
Make it
That's
smooth.
weird. They,
Well, you know, I
they
make
do
my
that.
own butter. I want Sylvia. You think I can make my own butter and then do it? Versus,
Yeah.
and you know, my butter is
If
the
you
soft
have any
butter.
left over from after you make your coffee.
Anyway, I'm going to use some Kerrygold tomorrow on my. I'm going to go ahead and I haven't had
And then-
bread. How long has it been? Anyway, yeah, sourdough, Cajun chicken. I'm gonna try it. I'm going to
It will
try
not
it. Y'all
be
should jump
good.
on and watch. You don't know
It will
that.
not-
You
It
don't
will be
know.
good. It
You
will
don't
be
know.
good.
It won't
As
be
long
good.
as you, you
You've
gotta watch
had butter on your
did we
bread
watch the
before, you
whole
just not
video?
making
I'm
that.
sure that she puts it in a toaster.
She
or
did
something.
not put it in a toaster oven.
Like
She
a
did
Hawaii-
not.
You know how we. That's how I know. Those Hawaiian roll sandwiches. Have y'all ever had those where you put them in the oven?
The sweet, yeah.
Mhm.
with the sandwich though. You make them into
Creature,
sandwich.
can you
Make it with the
move
sandwich, yeah.
into the screen?
I don't know because I don't know how to work this.
You gotta go.
Look.
There you go. Now you're in it. There you are. Oh wow. Wow.
There you go, Cree. Stay
There.
right there.
You're
Off my
centered.
couch,
You're
but-
centered right there. You're centered. That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Now, go ahead. Your Hawaiian roll.
Okay. Okay. But no, I used to make them all the time for like parties and stuff, but they have the
Yeah,
Hawaiian
they do.
rolls that you make them and you put meat in them and you put butter on them and
Right.
you put cheese on them. They're
Mhm.
like sandwiches. You
Then
make them
you
into
put mayonnaise.
sandwiches. Huh?
I said, then you put the mayonnaise.
I don't use mayonnaise. But it's done with butter.
I never liked mayonnaise either until I started using avocado mayonnaise. It's good.
I don't like mayonnaise since I was a kid and I had a sub sandwich from Subway.
Gina.
Time's up.
Gina.
Gee, I wonder what that little voice was.
Mhm. So Gina, once the baby go back upstairs, she could take herself off mute.
Yeah. I
But actually, this talk about a sandwich and what Lucretia does not like on sandwiches really
what I
is bringing a story to mind.
Is
That's
it the one
another-
she was just saying about Subway sandwich?
Why I don't eat mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Why you
Mhm.
don't? Is that why you don't eat mayonnaise?
I don't eat
Where
mayonnaise.
you
It makes me
been?
sick. It makes
Mhm.
me sick.
Oh my
Well,
god.
what
Okay.
about like Italian dressing too? Because wasn't it like an Italian sub? I
So
thought you
so
had.
let me tell the story real quick so that anybody watching will know what we're talking about. Because uh so in our households, everybody, there were 5 kids. So we're actually missing one of our siblings. Our brother is not here. But in our house with 7 people, you could never eat anything in peace. There was always somebody who was trying to get a piece of what you were eating, who would ask you for some of what you were eating, who would try to sneak some of what you were eating all the time. So me and Lucretia, it wasn't Subway, Lucretia, it was Happy Sub was the name
Oh,
of the
happy stuff.
it was Happy
What's
Sub
Happy
in
Sub?
Atwater,
Atwater.
California. Happy Sub. So we lived because we were at base housing, and base housing was like what, a 7-minute ride from Happy Sub to base housing where we lived. So we went through the drive-through. I was driving, Lucretia was there, and Lucretia got herself a foot-long sandwich, and Lucretia was determined that nobody at the house was gonna ask her for any of her sandwich. Any of her
Oh my.
So in 7 minutes, less than 7 minutes, Lucretia decided she was going to eat a whole foot-long sandwich and girl didn't hardly chew.
Was
Like,
and
she-
did.
I
And
was like,
did. Yeah, sorta.
I'm driving and I'm looking over at her. She's like, Lucretia, you better slow down. You're going to make yourself sick. I'm not sharing this with nobody. I'm not sharing you eating it. We got home. Lucretia jumped out the car and threw up.
Was so sick.
That
So
whole
sick.
sandwich, that whole sandwich was in the driveway. It was
So
was
she
so
never
sick.
eats mayonnaise anymore.
I cannot eat mayonnaise. I'm lucky that I can eat a sandwich. I was
that
so
was, that was
sick.
your own greediness. That was karma.
I can't eat cherry tomatoes either. I can eat
Oh.
regular tomatoes, but I can't eat cherry tomatoes.
I can't do
I-
cherry tomatoes either for that same reason. It
Yeah.
was you and I.
No, that was the 3
Sylvia
of us.
too.
There are
Wasn't
3 of
Sylvia?
us.
The 3 of us.
Mhm. Yep.
And for everybody listening, it was our dad brought home this whole bag of fresh picked cherry tomatoes, and the 3 of us just ate those things like they were candy.
You would think we
Candy.
had never ate before.
All 3 of us got sick. And it took a minute before I could eat cherry tomatoes again. It took a minute,
Don't eat
but y'all know me and how I eat.
Right. Yes, we do.
So
yeah,
you
no,
know,
I
I had to work it back into my repertoire.
no.
I can't take too many food items off my list. I love food.
I cannot. I almost got kicked out of a restaurant because they put those things in my salad. I told you. Yeah, no,
I
can't do
I
it.
cannot. And it's weird because I
Cannot
can
do it.
eat any other kind of tomato, but you put a cherry tomato and I'm throwing them suckers because
Right.
I can't do it.
Right.
Mayonnaise,
I
cherry
can.
tomatoes, out.
You know
Right.
what? Now that I think about it, any food that has made me sick, and I might leave it for a little while, but I'll always come back.
Of course you do.
Of course you will. You're
course
the
you do.
crazy one. What was she underneath the table eating potato chips at the park?
If we could just get Creisha to stay in the middle of the screen.
Oh,
There
it's
she
just-
is.
It's just
So,
where I
Creisha,
I don't even
I
know
will
if
let
you
you.
guys can see me or not.
Go. We can't see you, Gina, but we can hear you. But Lucretia, go ahead and tell that. Go ahead and tell that story because I knew it was gonna come up.
about the food and
But
eating.
it wasn't potato chips.
the
It was
party.
tortilla chips.
Tortilla
it was
chips.
nachos.
And searching
So-
for dip.
It was her hand comes up. We were at a party. It's a party when we were teenagers, and we lived in California, and something happened, like a fight broke out. Might have even been, we thought somebody
Gunshot.
was shooting, gunshots shooting.
There were gunshots outside. Mhm.
So that's different for us, like,
Mhm.
but So everybody's running, hiding, getting to a safe spot or something. And Sylvia was underneath the table with a food table. And
We were all hiding under the table.
Sylvia's
Yes.
under the food table. And she has what kind of chip, Sylvia?
It was just tortilla chips, nachos.
And you can see her hand come up on the
She's
table.
reaching up, trying.
up on the table, getting
I think she was trying to get dip.
dip. or
I think she was
something.
trying to get
And
dip.
she's eating. She is
And
eating.
shots are going off outside.
She's
Child,
eating.
I couldn't eat no dry tortilla chips. Don't make no
Pow, pow,
sense.
pow, pow.
If I'm going out, I'm going out with some chips and dip.
Right. Exactly.
Giving away our hiding spot and everything.
Yeah.
looking for. Hey,
After
you know
all.
what? I'm serious about my food. Serious about my
Gina's
food.
back, but she's muted still.
Hi, G. I have. Tell me this. I have. So, do you guys have rules? I have, like, I think 3 rules when it comes to food that I will not break. I will not break. Like, I might try the butter on bread thing, but even I have my lines that I will not cross. Number 1, the line is, and this covers me for if I'm traveling abroad in different countries and stuff. I would hope these rules cover me, keep me safe. Number 1 is, if it's still moving while it's on the plate, I'm not eating it. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2,
If it winks at me.
if it looked like snot, I'm not
Oh.
eating. I'm not. And if
Oh.
it's got like a mucus consistency,
Gina
no.
doesn't even have to unmute her mic. Her face says it all. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
And number 3, if it is a land creature, this does not apply to creatures that live in the sea. If it is a land creature that has ever walked on more than 4 legs, I ain't eating it. So that way I will not look at chocolate covered ants,
Spiders.
roaches, all of those things, centipede saute, any of that stuff.
Mm-mm.
That more than 4 leg rule covers me.
That's
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah, no, I
See, I put
I
some
would
thought
agree with
into it.
those.
I put
Yeah,
some thought into it.
Mine is very simple. I mean, you know how I am. I don't do buffets. I don't do potlucks. Oh my goodness. I do not do potlucks. I remember at work one time, went to the restroom. One of my coworkers, I ain't saying no names. She was in the restroom too. She went out the stall. You know, you waiting here to water. There no water. She walked right on out. Earlier, she had been bragging about what she brought to the potluck. Had to go warn my team. Don't eat the deviled eggs. Don't eat the deviled eggs. I do not do potlucks, not at all. And the only time I may eat something if it came from the store and I'm the first one to open it. Other than that, I'm hungry.
Okay.
I have to
Well,
wait till I get home.
this is why I don't do like buffet. Well, now obviously
I know what you
now,
about to say, Lucretia. I know what you about to say.
but
I know where you're
so
going.
Sizzler. You guys remember Sizzler? Like back in the day, California.
That was
Sizzler?
your first mistake. But go
Yeah.
on.
We went to Sizzler for work. We went to Sizzler, and Sizzler had like the food where they had it laid out and fixed the salad. So I had fixed my salad, and I had my meal, and I was eating, and I was fine because I was okay with eating like that. So I'm eating my salad, and then I came up chewing, but I'm chewing gum. Oh God, I'm getting sick thinking about it, and I just.
She said,
I just spit it out. And I told everybody at the table, I said, stop eating. It's like the end of the world kind of moment. I was like, stop eating. Stop eating. And everybody's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, stop eating. And I was like, a tear was rolling down my face. And I was like,
girl ought to start convulsing.
and then, do you know what Sizzler did? Like, I was like, I didn't chew somebody's gum is in my mouth. Like, I was like, end of the world moment.
That's
like,
when COVID started.
we're talking 30 years ago, right? But they were like, oh, we can give you a $25 gift certificate. I'm like,
To where?
you think
Because
I'm
it ain't
coming
here.
back? I
To
mean, I'm gonna
Golden
get out of here.
Right.
I was dying.
I will never come
Yeah.
back.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Here's one. The day I learned why Gina won't eat Juji fruits.
You mean, wait, hold on.
Oh, he's Mike and Ike's. Is it Mike and
Mike
Ike?
and
Mike and I.
Mike and Ike.
Mike and I.
And I do eat them.
She
And
does
you what?
not.
I say, and I do too eat them.
Wait. Because I remember I had some, or I said something about it, and Gina was like, "Oh no, I don't want." And I'm like, "What's the matter with Mike and Ike's?" So what had happened was, I guess when we were kids,
Sorry, Gina.
Krisha and dad were in the living room, and there was, I guess I don't know if Krisha, if you had just finished eating the Mike and Ike's and it was empty, the box was empty, and dad was clipping his toenails, and dad put his toenail clippings in the empty box. Then he got up to go do something and he left. He left the box on the table. And then Gina came in and it was just
Mike and I.
And yes, Gina said, "Oh, Mike and Ike." Krisha said, "You can have some."
And she poured them in my hand. A handful of damn toenails. Thick toenails too, boy. I mean thick. Like they was hitting the box and making all kinds of noise. I knew
It sounded like it did. It sounded like Mike and Ike, like candy. It's like,
Yeah. They were like jawbreaker toenails. No. It took a while, but I'll eat them.
Oh man,
Now-
that would have required some therapy.
Oh God.
That
Oh
would've
man, Krisha,
required
you
some
was
therapy.
wrong for that. You was so wrong for that. Anyway, all right, guys. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
ahead and close it up. Thank you
Okay.
for talking about. I mean, it's funny how all this came from just talking about bread on butter. Leslie, you know what? If you'll do the challenge, I'll do the challenge too. I
Yeah,
will.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Bread.
I am.
Don't make yourself sick. Don't get a whole
I know,
lot.
right? I'm just gonna get one slice and cut it in half, and then make a small sandwich.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Krisha, and if you try it, you cannot melt the butter.
I'm gonna watch that video completely because I'm sure she melted something.
I'm
The
telling you, she
cheese.
she didn't
Sylvia's
melt it.
watched the video, the whole thing. She didn't melt it.
You know what? Don't get me to lying, but I from what I recall, no, she did not. No, she didn't melt that. She
Mm-mm.
didn't melt it. Nope.
Okay. Well, my
Alright.
bread's gonna be hot.
She gonna find a workaround.
Chris gonna put the bread up.
Uh-oh, Gina went to the red cup. My turn. Okay.
All
All
right,
right,
y'all.
bye guys.
Love you
Love
guys.
you.
Love you.
All right. Have a good night.